Good evening. A good evening, a good afternoon, everyone, depending on where you are joining us from. I am Esther Gena Barima. I'm a senior data associate at Analytics. So I want to officially welcome us to today's session. All right. So before we proceed, I want us to do a quick exercise. If you can hear me clearly, that's one. And if you are just joining us for the first time, this is your first Analytics Masterclass. I want to see a one in the chat. I want to see a one in the chat. If this is your first Analytics Masterclass, I want to see a one. If it is not, I want to see a zero. That's good. That's good. That's nice. So welcome everyone. Welcome everyone to today's session. I'm loving the energy. That's good. That's good. So and also I want to know where you are joining us from. Are you in Nigeria? Are you in the UK? Are you in Canada? Are you in Ghana? Are you in Kenya? Let's get to meet each other, right? That's the amazing thing of you being in an online training session, right? In an online masterclass, you get to meet persons, you get to interact and learn with persons from different areas of the world. So welcome everyone to today's session. I can see Nigeria. I can see Ayodeji says repping Nigeria. That's good. I can see UK, USA, France, Nigeria from your house. Antler. That's good. That's good. I'm loving our energy this evening. South Africa, Estonia. That's good. I need more responses. We are like 99 on this call, so we are still going to have more persons join us in this session. So I can see Port Harcourt, Nigeria. So Nigeria is like taking everything. So once again, welcome everyone to today's session. I am Esther Genabrima. I'm a senior data associate here at Analytics. All right. And one interesting thing about attending training sessions, as I mentioned before, is you get to talk, you get to interact, and you get to learn from different individuals. And today's session is going to be very, very amazing. All right. As the session is titled, as you can see on my screen, it's an alumni sharing session. So we get questions like, I don't know if I will be able to proceed. I don't know if I register or if I want to venture into tech, I don't know if I will be able to succeed in 3 months. So this session is tailored to all of us. That is why we are hosting this session for you to come and see that there are persons that have successfully transitioned without having no prior knowledge, without studying computer science for like a couple of years, or without spending so much time cramming so much codes. We are going to be having our alumni come talk to you. You are going to see projects that they have worked on, and you'll be able to hear their experience, so you too can be motivated to join, and you tell yourself that if they can, I most definitely will. All right, so welcome everyone. I can still see our messages in the chat. That's good. That's good. Let's keep it coming. So moving forward, who we are. Welcome once again to Analytics Masterclass. And I saw the exercise that we started initially. I mentioned if you are just joining us for the first time, indicate a one in the chat. So who are we at Analytics? What do we do? Why do we have the right to come and tell you that, it is possible, it is 100% possible for you to effectively transition from not having any background knowledge or any prior knowledge in the tech industry to tech. So moving forward, we are an educational technological platform, and what we do is our goal is get towards ensuring that Africans get the resources they need to be able to venture into the tech industry. Because when you are starting out, you might be overwhelmed that, I am really interested in tech. I don't know how to proceed. I don't know what to do. I don't know the resources that I would need to ensure that I effectively transition. That is our goal here at Analytics, to provide you with everything you need, access to resources, access to experienced facilitators, so you can make that switch that you've always wanted. So welcome once again to Analytics Masterclass, and we offer programs from data analytics, business analysis, data engineering, data science, financial analytics, and then HR analytics. So welcome once again. And moving to my next slide, these are the founders of 10 Analytics. So if you do not know, all right, so just know now, they are amazing professionals. They are amazing professionals. All right, so we have Adeza Suleiman. He's the founder of Analytics. He has close to a decade experience in data analytics and management consulting. So these are seasoned professionals. And then on my right, we have Efemina Ikpo. All right, he has close to a decade experience as a data scientist. So when we emphasize on, you're not just coming to learn and all, you're coming to learn from seasoned professionals that are in the industry that have had experience, right, for a couple of years. So join me, and moving forward, we have helped over 500 persons. So this list keeps updating. So trust me, you too, you can be among these persons that we have successfully helped transition from having no prior knowledge in tech. From having no knowledge, you did not study computer science, you did not study machine learning or data science, or you did not study any technical course in school, in your undergraduate degree, for your master's. It is 100% possible for you to transition into the tech industry. And then these are some of our achievements, right? We've been published across numerous articles and numerous blogs. You can see from Business Day, you can see from Nairametrics, and you'll be getting access to these slides. So what I would enjoin all of us is we'll be sending an attendant into the chat for you to fill, for you to get access to these slides and whatsoever materials we'll be using for this session. Ensure that you fill the attendance form. So you'll be getting these slides. You can click on the link attached to each of the articles, and you'll be able to read and you see the works that we've been doing. All right, so jumping straight to today's session. You know, I mentioned today's session is going to be very, very important. Why? Because there's always this feeling that, oh, can I do it? All right, do I have what it takes for me to, in the next couple of months, is that even possible? How is it possible for me to just transition, right, without studying in school, without spending so much time? How? I want to be convinced. So we are here to convince you that these are our students that have gone through this process, and you see the works that they've done, so you know that, oh, it is possible for you to, as a newbie, to transition. So before we proceed, I need a one in the chat if you can hear me clearly, because I can see a message from Samsung SM. There's no audio. Can we hear me clearly? Okay, thank you, Paul. I need more responses. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right. So we'll be jumping into today's session right about now. And the first on my list, the first student that we have that's going to come and tell you their experience and how they successfully transitioned, and also give you an advice and encourage you that, yes, you too, you can do this. So I'll be calling on Akintayo Sonmolu. I hope I'm pronouncing that name correctly. So hi, Akintayo, how are you doing?
Hi, yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you clearly.
Oh, okay. So, good evening, everyone. Sorry, I also need the one, if you can hear me clearly.
Hello?
I also need the one in the chat box. Hello, can you hear me?
Okay, that you can hear me clearly. You can hear me clearly,
okay,
right?
Okay, they can hear me clearly. Oh, okay, good. Okay.
Yes,
Thanks.
yes, we can hear you.
My name is Akintayo Somonu. I joined the financial analytics class at the March cohort, and I don't have much to say, but what I can tell everyone is that with analytics, you are covered. With I started as a financial analytics student, so I completed my course. So at the August cohort, so I started data analytics, data science again, and by January, I'm hoping to start data engineering. So once you know 2 plus 2, you can do 4 times 4. You know the answer is 16. You can transition with
analytics. So I don't know if it's just me, but it's breaking.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you clearly now.
So what I'm trying
Hello, Akintayo, can you hear me clearly?
Yes, I'm hearing you clearly, Ese.
So, all right, so somebody's asking if you are related to Sanwo-Olu of Lagos.
Some who?
Can you hear me clearly, Akintayo?
Sanwo-Olu, no, my name is Sumonu, not Sanwo-Olu. Sumonu,
someone's asking if you are related to him.
No. I'm not related to Sanwo-Olu. So if I'm related to Sanwo-Olu, maybe I might not even have need for analytics anyway. So what I'm just trying to tell our people is that once you know 2 plus 2 is 4, and 4 times 4 is 16. You can transition to tech with analytics. As in, their teaching methodology is superb. I don't know how to describe it. When I started the data science program, I thought it was going to be hard, it was going to be difficult. But when I started in, at least I've done about 6 going to 7 weeks now with data science, and it has been a smooth journey and experience. So you don't have anything to fear. And I want to tell you that no matter the course you choose to do, maybe business analytics, financial analytics, HR analytics, data science, they have dedicated coordinators that can attend to your need. Analytics is structured, though they are not paying me for this advert, but I've tasted something good, but I need to also, they are structured in such a way as if you are the only student they have. So they have the time, they will dedicate the time for you. So I don't know if I'm permitted to share my screen to let
yes, you can. Yes, you can. So before yeah, so while you are sharing your screen, I want to ask, what's your background like? What was your undergraduate?
Oh, okay, yeah. Actually,
okay,
thank you for that. Oh, thank you for that, Ese. Well, I've been a chartered accountant for about 14 years before joining analytics. And when I joined the financial analytics class, I thought it was going to be that, what is it that they want to teach me that I don't know? But there are a lot of things that they taught me that I never knew of, even as a chartered accountant of 14 years experience. For instance, before starting with analytics, if someone should ask me to rate my Excel skill, Microsoft Excel skill, I will definitely give myself I'll be modest that I should not do past my day. I will give myself between 60% and 70% that I'm that. But when we started the Excel class,
exactly,
I now got to know that I didn't even know 8%, not 80, 808 over 100 of Excel. So when you come on board with analytics, you now be, some of the things you have been wondering that how have they been doing this thing? You see that easy steps, and they are watching me do video is so fantastic, is so superb, and all their facilitators are good. So I can tell you that. And also what I want to say is that some companies that would dare not look at my profile, I wish I can just share my LinkedIn profile page, and you see the kind of people that have been messaging me just because of the tech aspect of finance that I've done with analytics. Even one of the big four, they reach out to me would I love to join them. I say, because I know that they don't hire people like us that are old. I told the guy straight that reached out to me, they wanted to headhunt me. I told him that I'm 43 years old. He said it doesn't matter. We only need your profile. And I sent my CV. So people have been asking me, even without applying. So I can tell you that with analytics, you are covered.
All right. So that's good. That's good to hear. That's good, Akintayo. So you can go ahead to share your screen.
Okay.
Let me just.
I can see Oluwa Damilola. She's laughing. You are going to pay Damilola. Okay. So
all right. So Akintayo, you can go ahead to share your screen.
Okay. So this is the capstone project I did that qualified me as I did something on gas. I did something on gas. Can you all see my screen?
Yes, we can see your screen clearly.
So, are you still seeing it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So I did this project on the gas retail with a special model that I'll be, you understand, I'll just be doing delivery in a sophisticated scale and powered by good IT infrastructure. So these are the things I did for my capstone project. So These are my revenue assumptions. I targeted individual household new customers. I targeted individual household retainers. You know, when they exhaust the gas they use at home, they have to recharge. So, and I targeted the corporate customers too, like hotels, fast food joints, because those ones they consume gas more than individual households. So, they want for corporate customer retainers. So, these are the things I did. So this is the I'm sorry, this thing is not tidy enough, you know. The combining the data science with my internship. I just finished my internship about 2 weeks ago, so I've not really had time to go and adjust all this thing. Just pardon me that. So this is the dashboard that I built for the performance. Before I used to think that maybe it is one software they are using to do this dashboard. But when I joined Tenality, I just see that with easy steps, you will be able to do anything of your choice on your own and you'll be guided. So these are my workings.
All right.
Yeah, these are my workings.
That's good. I can feel your enthusiasm. I can feel your enthusiasm from here. You're so excited.
If Tenality should teach medicine, you don't need to waste money to go to Medilab. Just come and if you want to become a medical doctor, just come to Tenality and learn
That's
medicine.
good. That's good. That's good to know.
So this is my financial statements.
All right. So that's good.
So this is my financial statement, you know. And you know, one thing, even as a chartered accountant, when we were in the class, you know, there was one of their facilitator, Kingsley Ezienyika. I think the guy works with KPMG. The guy was unleashing some finance things that I never had before. I say, and I call myself a chartered accountant. How come? You understand? So that really challenged me to buckle up, and I said, okay, this thing, you know, I was going to do it. You know, even prior to my joining Analytics, I always look at how they value business. How do they do business valuation? I've been wondering, what are they doing? So when I joined, you know, that guy really took us into intricacies of how to value a business, you know, the free cash flow to firm, the free cash flow to equity. Some of those things I never understood them when I was writing my ICANN. You understand? But this analytics training afforded me the opportunity to get myself. So now, you know, people who are talking to me, they want to, when they see my profile, you need to, there was a time I had, I think 2 weeks ago, I had 28 profile views. Those people that are as in recruiters from companies that I can never imagine. I just kept screenshotting all those details.
That's good. That's good. That's good. That's amazing. That's amazing.
So this is the data. This is the data set through which the dashboard was done. So let me see. I did one in my internship too. You can see the way Nene taught me how to do cover page. You can see how glowing this is about skincare products. So so they will teach you all these things. It's not magic. I used to think that you need to go to a graphic designer to learn all these things.
To design it,
taught how to do all these things. And I want to encourage as many people that are hearing me now to jump on the next cohort. And I want to tell you something funny. When I joined this Analytics, it was a day to the commencement of the training in March. I was on my way to Ghana then. I just struggled to pay that money that day. And even the August cohort, I joined for data science. I was also on my way to Port Harcourt. I troubled the edition. I troubled that. No, I can't wait till September. I will lose interest. I want, as in, the program was to commence on Saturday. I joined in on Friday. So that is to show you what Analytics is made of. So this is so I did a small feasibility report for the to the founders. You understand? So these are some of the so these are some of the things. So these are some of the things we did in my internship. We did about 4 projects. So for the internship
Amazing.
program. So I don't want to bore you with all the details. So
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody has any question to ask. So this is also one of the projects we did at the internship program. So
All
I
right.
don't
So
want to boil you
thank you
with
so much.
details.
Thank you so
Yes.
much,
So I
Akintaya.
don't
Thank
know
you
if
so
I
much.
can take questions.
All right.
Yeah,
So I think
Grandma.
okay.
Akintayo, thank you so much for coming to join us today to share your experience. So I just wanted to ask, on a scale of 1 to 10, how beginner friendly are the courses we offer at Analytics?
Like I said, if you listen to me at the beginning, I said anyone who understands that 2 plus 2 is 4 and 4 times 4 is 16, you will be able to grab anything they are teaching you at Analytics. I'm not, at least you know, when they display the page of the founders, I'm not part of the founder, you know. I'm only, they are just collecting money from me, but they are giving me huge value. But I want to encourage their people to join in earnest, because if they give me any position, this thing they are doing for less than 300k will charge 650k or 700k, because the value, the additional is so enormous. I'm telling you, I don't know how they are doing it for that less, except I just believe they are doing charity, and truly I believe they want to help. I've done courses worth $5,000 before, but this one for less than 300k is such intense, and is so much with so much avalanche of value. So it's very, very beginner friendly. Like I said, you know, I was scared that, okay, let me do this data science. Shebi, I will pay 70% of the money, and if I cannot cope, I'll just run to my house and not pay the remaining 30%. And I saw that this thing is not the way they are. I don't know if it is the things they are teaching that are simple, or they got their teaching methodology or model right, that you don't need to, the way they teach you understand, except you don't have time. If you can dedicate about maybe 5 to 8 hours every week to those watch me doing videos, you'll be cool. That I can assure you, you'll be cool.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
All right. So thank you so much, Akintayo, for taking our time to join us this evening. All right. So as I mentioned before, I can feel your enthusiasm, right? I can feel the value that you've gained. So you went through the financial analytics program, then you also went through data science program. That's amazing. That's amazing. And thank you for the words that you mentioned.
And I still intend to join data engineering by January.
That's good. That's good. That's amazing. So we'll be here again to meet you at data engineering. So thank you so much for joining us this evening, Akintayo. Thank you for taking out your time. All right. So have a lovely evening. So there was one thing that Akintayo mentioned that's very important. So even if you have no prior knowledge, so long you know 1 + 1, all right, you'll be good to go, and then you are ready to learn. You most definitely be good to go. And another aspect, you mentioned, oh, he has profile views on his LinkedIn. We emphasize on it's not just you getting the skills. No, the other 50%, how you can showcase yourself out there, how you can optimize your LinkedIn profile, your CV, how you can look good, and the right keywords to use so that you would attract recruiters. That's what we also do here at Analytics. So if you are just joining us,
sorry, essay.
Yes.
Let me buttress your points on the CV thing. Analytics has trained me so much that I have someone that is looking for appointments with one governor. You understand? He now sent me his CV. When I saw that CV, before joining Analytics, I just say, when I saw that CV, I told him that, nobody will give you, I won't give you janitor's job with this your CV. He said, you have bad mouth, so yeah, with this your CV, I will not, with this CV that I'm seeing, I won't give you janitor's job. You understand? And when I did that CV, you understand, it took me 2 days. When Analytics train you, the minimum you can use to do your own CV is 3 days. Even after 3 days, you see something that you will correct. You understand? When I did that, yeah, the guy sent me 50K today. Just helping. When he saw it, he marveled.
All right. That's good. That's good. That's good to know. So you've not just been impacted, but now you are helping and impacting people around you. So that's amazing. That's amazing. That's good to know. So thank you so much, Akintayo, once again.
And
have a
one good
lovely
thing about
evening.
analytics, one good
Yes.
thing before I
Yes.
go, one good thing about Damilola, you people, you are going to pay me. One good thing about analytics is that if you use them as your reference to get a job, the kind of reference they are going to write for you, you will see it, you won't believe yourself that is it me that someone is representing in a manner, in a positive manner like this. You will almost be close to tears that how can someone represent me in a good manner like this? You know, the quality of the reference letter they are going to give you, oh Jesus, as in it will be irresistible for any employer, except you have any other issues with them. But based on reference, if analytics gives you reference, I don't know that employer that will reject you. So I don't know if anybody has any question, if all the participant has any question that can quickly answer before I give another person a chance.
All right. So I think they will be sending their questions to the chat. All right. So when there's a question, I'll have to call you back to take it. All right. So thank you so much, Akintayo.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Can I stop sharing now?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Oh, okay.
Yes, you can. All right. So if you are just joining us, this is the Analytics Alumni Sharing session. You know, I mentioned before, you might feel that, oh, I don't have a background in tech. I don't have a prior knowledge. I don't know if I will be able to effectively transition. I don't know if that is why we have this session specifically for you. We are bringing our students, we are bringing our alumni to come tell you the value that they've gotten, the value that they have acquired just by going through this training program. And from what Akintayo has mentioned, it is not just about you learning these skills. No, it is not just about the technical aspect. You knowing how to optimize your CV, your LinkedIn profile, all right? That is very, very important as a tech professional. And they mentioned something else. We will always stand for you that, yes, you are students. And when you're applying for jobs, when you're applying for your master's or your PhD or graduate school in total, you will get reference letters from us to show that, oh, this student has been with us and is tested and trusted. So thank you so much, Akintayo. All right. Yeah. Have a lovely evening. Thank you for taking our time to join us in this session this evening.
Yeah,
so
thank you for having me.
Yes, yes, okay. Yes. So have a lovely evening.
So I'll still hang around just in case anybody has any question to ask me.
Yes. Okay. Yes. So we'll take that. Bye. All right. All right. So if you are just joining us, as I mentioned, this is our alumni sharing session. So Akintayo completed the financial analytics program and came back to do the data science program and is also planning to go through data engineering program. So the next person that we have on our list is Nana. Nana, how are you doing? It's nice to hear from you again. It has been a while.
It's been a while.
It has been a long while. So welcome to today's session. It's nice to have you. So Nana is registered for the data science program. So Nana, how are you doing? How are you doing this evening?
I'm
how does
fine.
It feel to be on the call?
It actually feels very good to be on the call, and I'm actually happy that I'm done and I'm here sharing my experience with everyone as well. Yes. So my name is Nana. I'm from Ghana. I live in Ghana. I've seen some people in the chat asking if there's an office in Ghana or not. No, Analytics doesn't have an office in Ghana yet, but in Ghana, as a Ghanaian, you can still register for their courses and take it. So I registered for data science, I think April cohorts, yes. And a bit about my background. I have no tech background. I studied sociology in university and French, and then I did another degree in strategic communication. Yes, and then I did master's in oil and gas MSc. So I have no math, like no tech background per se. So initially, I think Akintayo had a bit of math, but me, I had nothing. So I was afraid. Honestly, I was very afraid when I was going to start because I was like, I don't know anything. But when we started, we started from like the barest minimum. So we started with Excel, and then I think we moved on to Tableau, then moved on to SQL, then moved on to Python. And even with Python, everybody's afraid of Python and how Python is such a big deal coding. But we started from the basic building blocks of Python. I mean, we understood all the units, how to create, and then we started creating codes in our Jupyter notebook and all. And it's been, honestly, for me, it's been very, very smooth. I mean, you guys were around at the time. Eddie, Miss Brahma, honestly, the amount of times I've harassed them and I've sent them messages, she's laughing. Like, I've worried them. I will send messages because I can't see this. I don't understand this. Like my Excel, this, and they were there. They were there supporting. Eddie, I mean, I remember one time Miss Brahma asked me, "So what did you do correctly?" Like, she wanted to understand how I even resolved the issue, and I think that was also great. And apart from that, what I actually liked was a session on interview. We had an interview preparation session. Yes, I think it was at DASA. Yeah, so then people would send their CVs, and then, I mean, they had interviews. Like, it was like a mock interview just to prepare you for you to know how interviews look like or would seem like as well. Then LinkedIn, I think I spoke about LinkedIn. My LinkedIn was dead. Nothing. But then I started sharing, I started writing, like anytime I'll do some work. And you guys encourage us, share your work on LinkedIn, share it. And that's how people see what you're doing. I've had people reach out to me to actually help them with, like, do analysis for them and all of that. And there was a time I had like 140 something reactions, like, or insights on LinkedIn. I was actually very, very surprised that it reached that far. So I think it's very good value for money, in all honesty. It's great. Yeah. So there was a project that we did, my capstone project, if I could show.
Yeah, you can go ahead to share your screen now.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Yes, please, can you all see my screen?
Yes, we can see your screen clearly.
Okay, so this was our capstone project. I'll go over this quickly. So Connectel Telecom is a telecommunications company that also wants to basically be the best, get the most customers, and also get most revenue. We know how telecommunications is very competitive. I don't know about Nigeria and other places, but Ghana is actually very, very competitive. So as a data scientist, basically, I was supposed to draw insights from their data to see which customer will churn and which customer will not churn. So this is a brief overview about Connectel. Overview, insight from data and machine learning, summary of insights, and then limitations. So yes, this is just what Connectel is about, and then the kind of services they offer. They offer reliable voice, data, internet, mobile networks, and broadband. Yeah. And then this was the problem. They were confronted with a critical churn tackling problem. And then sorry, hold on. Please hold on a second. Yes. Let me go up, sorry. Please, has my screen changed?
Yes, so we can see the
okay. Yeah. So then mind you, all this was done in Python. All this visualization was done in Python. We were taught how to use the codes to visualize these things in Python. So the first visualization I did was the Connectel customer tenure group. Basically, I wanted to see how the tenure, maybe the period which they were using the network. So I had 1 to 12 months, I had 13 to 24 months, I had 25 to 36 months. So I grouped them to see the number of people that were using within which tenure. So I was able to realize that the group from 1 month to a year and those from 61 months to 72 months, 6 years, form the highest number of customers in Connect. So basically they form the highest customer base. Yes. And then then I also want to see the number of male and females that that was in their data. And then I was able to visualize that they had 50.47 males and 49.53% females. And then I realized the number of male customers and female customers that they had was almost the same. The difference was just 0.96%. Yeah. And then I also visualized their monthly charges, distributions. Yes. And then I also visualized their customer churn. I realized that the no churn was 73.4% and the churn was 26.6%. But you know that in telecommunications, everybody doesn't want, I think that everybody doesn't want more than 5% of their customers to churn. So then this was still a big deal for Connectel. Yeah. So then I visualized their Connectel total charges distribution. Then I went to look at their contract type. And then I also visualized that. Then I also visualized the correlation between the total charges and monthly charges. All these are done just for you to understand the the demographics of the data. So then you know that, okay, this group is here, this group is here, this group is here. So it kind of gives you an idea of what you want to do. And then this is monthly charges by churn. And then I did customer churn by tenor. And then I did contract type by churn to see which contract type, which people in a certain contract group churned more than the others. Yeah. And then payment method by churn. And then gender, and then I did the demographics, gender by churn, partnered customers by churn, citizenship by churn, dependent customers by churn. Then now to the main deal. This is machine learning. This is something very interesting that we did in data science. Basically, it will help you to predict the characteristics of whatever data it is that you are going to work with. So with this, I was able to predict the number of customers who would churn and not churn. So this was the process I went through. I went through feature engineering. I went through encoding. I scaled my data. I did model building. I did model evaluation. And then based on that, I grouped my data on F1 score for models, and I did precision scores of models, and then recall scores of models. I know this sounds very very alien and weird, yeah, but trust me, it is more than doable. Like I'm saying, I didn't have any background whatsoever. And then I did accuracy, and then I just concluded and I did my observation. So this is a summary of what I did. And then I also spoke about some of the recommendations. I mean, as a data scientist, of course, after you have given them the problem, you also suggest possible ways which they can also correct the problem. And then also I had some limitations. Basically, the data that they gave me, it lacked more insights than I would have wanted them to. So then this is me and my work, basically. Yes. So this is
right. So thank you. Thank you so much, Nana. So one thing that I want to ask, what recommendation would you give to anybody looking to venture into data science, but then they are scared of coding? Because that's one place a lot of students run away from.
Please do not be scared of coding. Do not. It is not scary at all. I wish I could share my I wish I could share my Jupyter notebook. Can you see it?
No. You have to stop sharing the screen then share again. Yes.
Yeah, I wish I could. I just want to show you. It's not scary at all. It is really, really not scary. Let me stop share. Okay, let me. I just want to quickly show you guys how it looks, and then hold on a second. Sorry.
Okay, so while Nana is sharing her screen, I can see a lot of questions in the chat. Just be patient. We are going to attend to that. All right. So just be patient and then follow us. We are sharing sessions of our different students. Then we'll communicate. So whatever question you have, my colleagues are in the chat answering that. So if you also want to speak up at the end of the session, you have the liberty to. So just kindly be patient. I'm
trying to do it. I'm coming, but then I just want to let you know that it is not difficult. I don't know how to put it. They teach you for you to understand what you are doing. So let's say, for example, with Python per se, I know Python is a very big programming language. They teach you the various blocks of Python. They teach you what a list looks like, what a Boolean looks like, what a dictionary looks like. So then you know that, okay, if this is in a square bracket, is this. If this is in the curly bracket, is this. So you understand what they are saying, what they are teaching you. And they give you videos. So Monday to Friday, you have videos and you practice everything that they teach you. Saturday is a live class. Exactly. We all come, we all join, we all work it out. Even if you don't get it, there's a recording. By Saturday evening, you get the recording, you watch the recording, you follow, you try and also work it out. If you're having problems, send a screenshot. Miss Brahma is there, Eddie Young is there, whoever is taking you is there. They will reach out to you and they'll tell you that, no, clean here, do this, do that, and it will work. It's not difficult. I'm not saying I've not been paid, and I'm not saying it because I'm trying to hide them, but I'm saying it because I've done it. And if I've done it with no background, I think anybody and everybody can do it. Yes. So
All right.
okay, I think this is it. Yes. Can you see it now?
Yes,
So this,
yes, I can see your screen.
yes. So this is how a Python notebook looks like. So this was my work, and then I'll just take you through. I imported the necessary libraries. So Python has libraries inbuilt that you call them out to help you to do your work because you need them to help you visualize and all of that. So then these were the various libraries that I called. Look, it's not rocket science. Trust me. You'll get it. And then I imported the data set. I was taught how to do that. And then I said that the most important thing, data cleaning. I think that is the biggest deal for every data scientist, that you must clean and analyze your data, else you will work and you give out wrong results. So then take your time. I mean, that's one thing I'll say to everybody: take your time and analyze your data, look through and make sure you clean it properly so that you'll be able to visualize it well. So that's it, really. So this is me and my analytics. It's not difficult, and all the way from Ghana, I'm recommending them. So yeah. So if there are any Ghanaians here, please. It's not
all right.
Thank you very. Let me stop sharing. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Nana. Thank you so much for taking our time to join us in this session. Thank you for your words of advice and for your encouragement, considering your background and considering you are proficiently writing Python codes now and performing your exploratory data analysis. That is amazing. That is amazing. So thank you so much for joining us in today's session. All right. So have a lovely evening.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Welcome. So as I mentioned before, if you are just joining us, this is our sharing session, our alumni sharing session. You get to listen to our participants. They'll tell you of their experience, so you will know. You have evidence, right? So evidence is plenty. All right. So I saw in the chat that, I'm waiting for the person in data engineering. So we'll be taking this data engineering students now. Christopher Adigwe. Yes. So hi, Christopher. How are you doing? How are you doing this evening?
Hi, good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you clearly. So can we see you?
So we're in Nigeria. Nigeria has problems. This kind of got it impromptu. So
okay, no problem at all. No problem at all. So I would like to know what's your previous background on. That's
okay,
one.
Yeah, so I studied mathematics from the University of Lagos. I was working as a consultant, HR consultant at financial institution training center. But apparently during that period, I was not doing anything related to data analytics.
Okay, so sorry, Christopher, your voice is a little bit low.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you clearly.
Loud.
Okay. Yes, you can proceed.
Okay, so prior to that, I used to work as an HR consultant, a consulting firm. So majorly what we just do is just related to recruiting, research, stuff like that. So nothing related to data analytics until I think 2021, when I wanted to make my move. What really happened then was I had an interview because I just felt like trying to transit should be easy because it's just to know Excel and Power BI and stuff like that. So I had this interview that I went for with First Bank, data scientist for transaction, this thing like that. And they asked me some very funny questions, and the response I gave were horrible because when I went back to make research, I knew that I was just going there to go and embarrass myself. So I think that's when Ife advised me that, okay, why not just try enter for this program and see how it goes. I think then it was the program was really affordable compared to now because you guys are now big. I think then I paid like, was it 50K or thereabouts? Then I entered. So after 3 months, immediately the first 2 months, I got an interview for Salam Nigeria Life. That's an insurance company, and as a data analyst. And And that's how my life
Yeah.
changed. Like, there for almost like going to 2 years now. Sorry, that was then when they just started. Now, they are hot cake. So started them. Now I work as a data analyst at the company where I work. And salary is good though. Like, I know how much I was earning when I was at where I was, my previous place of work, compared to now. And also, I also wanted to, like, I didn't just want to stop there. I wanted to like keep the momentum going on. So I decided to enroll for the data engineering course, and that has also helped me a lot because I've worked on all sorts of projects with 10 analytics, even at the office because I also championed some data migration projects, and with
Okay.
the knowledge I use from the data engineering class, I use it. And sometimes they even see me as demigod at the office because of the way I talk about some of these things. Basically about the program, the data analytics, data engineering, I believe it's one of the best because I know I've attended some data classes and I know how those ones train you guys. They don't really have time to even take it from scratch. I've seen some people that don't even know how to write SQL in this class. Even myself, I know when I even started writing, when I started writing, I didn't even know how to use Excel, Power BI, or even SQL. But now I'm like a guru. Like, I can write queries for my sleep, even Python self. So I believe they will take you from
Okay,
scratch.
so Christopher, let me confirm, you completed the data analysis program, then you now
Yeah.
went on to take also the data engineering program.
Yes.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. Right. So participants are most times scared about venturing into data engineering, that it's too complex compared to data
Yeah.
science and then data analytics. So what would you recommend, or what advice would you tell them regarding
Well,
data engineering?
I think data engineering is one of the coolest courses. Like, should we take, like, it's like you touching each area of data analytics. You're working with Python, you're also going to learn how to use SQL, and also you have opportunity to work on real life projects where you'll be able to scrap data from different sources, websites, and also have the skills to even do stuff around data modeling, which is very interesting. And the guys that will take you, they teach you, like, when you have all these books where they tell you learn something as a dummy or so, they teach you as if you don't even know anything or you don't know jack, and you build up your skills for them. Then you also have opportunities to work on projects, which is one of the key this thing about trying to learn about data engineering. You get to work on projects that are easy to advanced level. I'm very serious. You'll be able to build your skills from scratch. It's like sometimes I even say it's like you are having a whole lot packed in this course at a very affordable price, because you get to learn AWS too. Because I know there was a time I was even trying to take AWS on this online platform, and I was not really grabbing what they were trying to do. It was when I came here that I really understood how to use AWS very well, how to use your EC2 serverless functions and stuff like that, as in a whole lot. And for the price they're even offering, I think is a giveaway, because when you go outside and check, I think last time I checked, one was charging almost $2,000 from university to learn how to be a data engineer, and you might not really understand what they're training, but yeah, you really get opportunity to even talk with your facilitator. You get opportunity for mentorship and all that. Thank you.
All right. All right. So thank you so much. Thank you so much, Christopher. Thank you for joining us this evening. Thank you for your words of advice to persons interested in data engineering. All right. So have a lovely evening.
Thank
Have a
you.
lovely evening. Yes, yes. So all right. So I'll be handing over to Damilola. So hi, Damilola. You're muted, Aditya.
Hi, Brima. Good evening. Thank you so
Yeah, good
much.
evening.
I've enjoyed the conversation so far. So if you've been with us and you've been enjoying the program, kindly drop your one in the chat. I just want to know if a lot of people are following us and you have been listening to what we've been doing. So if you've been enjoying the session and you're interested in learning more about these programs, please drop a 1 in the chat. All right, thank you. Okay, so very quickly, I'm going to give more insights about each of these programs. Now, we've had Akintayo from financial analytics. We've had Nana from data science, and we've had Christopher from data engineering. We still have more people coming to speak, but first of all, for the sake of the questions that I've been dropping in the chat, I'm just going to explain some of these programs, okay? Now at Analytics, we offer 6 major programs. We offer 6 major programs: business analysis, data analytics, financial analytics, HR analytics, full stack data science, and data engineering. Okay, 6 programs. Now, before I start explaining, which of these programs do you want me to explain first? Which of these programs do you want me to explain first? You can see them on your screen. Let me just okay. Right. Which of these programs do you want me to explain first? Okay, so I'm going to take the one that has the highest number from the chart. And I'm seeing data analytics, HR, business analytics, okay. Full stack data science. Okay. All right, so I'm going to start with, first of all, these programs that we have listed here. So I've listed 6 programs. Why are we offering these programs at Analytics? Why are they the choices of all the programs, tech programs out there? Why are these ones the ones that we are offering? We did our research and we found out that these 6 programs that we have at Analytics are like the major programs out there. With number 1, ease of learning. With these programs that we have here, right? Okay, can anybody hear me?
Yes,
okay.
we can.
Thank you, Burma. So the things that we considered before selecting these programs includes, number 1, ease of learning. You've heard Akintayo, you've heard Nana, you've heard Christopher. These programs are easy to learn. There is no such thing as I don't have science background, so I cannot get into tech, or I don't have this background, or I don't have that, I don't like maths. No. These are programs that you can get into without any of this knowledge, because we literally will teach you from the scratch. Tayo said you just need to know 1 times 1 and 4 times 4. If you know that, then you're good to go to take this program. So number 1 is of learning. Number 2 is of transitioning or getting a job, right? You don't have to break a bank before you can get a job with these programs that we have curated. You don't have to, obviously you need to put in the energy, you need to come to classes, you need to also like meet us at the middle. But if you do all of these things, it will be very easy for you to get a job. And number 3, we have high and rewarding salaries. These are career programs or tech paths that you can earn a lot from. Okay, these are programs that you can, in fact, literally all the tech programs, like you can earn a lot from tech. I mean, this is one of the reasons why people want to get into tech. But yes, ease of learning, ease of transitioning, and high and rewarding salaries. Now, for each of these programs, let's take a deep dive into what you'll be doing in each of them. First of all, I'm going to be starting with financial analytics. This is the program that Akintayo took. Now, a financial analyst plays a crucial role in analyzing financial data. When it comes to financial data, financial analyst. When you hear financial data, financial analyst. And one key saying that I need to correct when it comes to financial analytics is that you have to have accounting background before you can take it. No. It's like saying you don't have engineering background, but you want to take data science and you excel in it. Obviously, you didn't need that engineering program background before you could take the data science program. It's the same thing here. You hear people say, oh, I need to have accounting. No, as you can see, we even have accounting fundamentals as one of the key learning areas. We're going to be teaching you from the scratch. And the financial analyst is someone that works with financial data. When it comes to working in places like banks, like GT, like Fidelity, like UBA, when it comes to working with the big four as well, like KPMG, like EY, like Deloitte, and so on and so forth, right? When it comes to, say, you're outside the country, when it comes to working like with Bank of America, Bank of Canada, these are the people that you find there. They're financial analysts. And the most beautiful part of this program is that you can even set up your own company, your own consulting company, and work like a freelance financial analyst, helping people analyze their financial data. Because literally all businesses have financial data. A business that is working with money will definitely have financial data. And at some point, they will need somebody to do their financial modeling, do their valuation. What does their business cost? What is the net worth of their business? What's the revenue that they are constantly getting? You know, all these things are what a financial analyst would do. And so this is where the financial analyst comes in, right? So every business needs a financial analyst. Now, this is a program that, this is a tech career path that in the next 5 years, give it 5 years. 5 years, baby, it's going to be hot cake, right? So you don't even need up to 5 years. You heard when Akintayo was speaking, that was saying that people were looking at his profile. They were asking him that, okay, does he want to work or something? So you don't need to even go for as far as 1 year before you can start working as a financial analyst. You can become a financial analyst in 4 months. Now let's take a look at the key learning areas. We have problem solving. As a financial analyst, you're going to be solving problems for financial companies. Every company that has a financial department, you're going to be obviously trying to solve problems for them, like what problem is happening in this company, in this department, how can we solve it? What companies that are, what problem is that happening in this financial area, how can we solve it? So problem solving, number one. Number two, you're going to be learning Excel, which is very important. You see that when Tayo wanted to present his screen for us, he used Excel. So this is very important as a financial analyst because you're going to be working a lot with Microsoft Excel. And we're going to be starting from the scratch, like what is Excel? That is where we're going to be starting from. You don't have to know anything at all. Just come as you are, okay? So Excel, you're going to be learning what is Excel, the functions and formulas in Excel, the Excel interface, pivot tables, building interactive dashboards in Excel. These are things that you're going to be learning in financial analytics program. Then you would also learn Power BI and data modeling in Power BI. You learn how to build interactive dashboards in Power BI. You learn data analysis expressions in Power BI because also like it's really important. If you've ever attended any of our financial analytics masterclass, you would see that in that masterclass we usually use Power BI, right? So we import PDF data. Imagine analyzing data from PDF. That is one of the things that you'll be doing in your financial analytics class, right? So Power BI then also includes SQL, structured query language, which is an addition. As a financial analyst, if a company calls you for an interview and they say, okay, what are the tools that you can use? And you go, oh, I can use Excel, I can use Power BI, I can use SQL, which is rare because you would hardly see a financial analyst that can use SQL. So that is like an advantage for you. That's an advantage that we're giving you as a financial analyst. You have the ability to query a database yourself without the help of a data analyst, a data scientist, data engineer. That gives you like an added advantage. And that's what we want for you. Hence why we've added the SQL program, the SQL programming language to the financial analytics program. And it is not rocket science, okay? We'll teach you from the scratch. This is something that you're going to learn and you're going to know, right? And then we now move into accounting fundamentals, financial analysis, financial modeling, like Akintayo showed us earlier, how it was. He said he thought that maybe graphics designers used to build that thing. Now C is the one building it now. So financial modeling, valuation, sensitivity, and scenario analysis. Look at this financial modeling alone. Just knowing this financial modeling alone, you can be earning on the side, right? I personally know a student that went through this program, and now before she even ended that program, she was already building financial models for companies, and she was charging them as high as 200, 150. Imagine doing 5 of that in a week. imagine now doing 10 of that in a month. You don't even have to work for anybody because you are already a boss of your own. So these are the key learning areas for the financial analytics program. Now, how much does a financial analyst earn in the UK on an average? Entry level, that is £51,000, right? In Canada, it is 69,000 Canadian dollars. In USA, it is 74,000 United States dollars, right? This is the on average. Obviously, some people are doing more than that. Some people are doing lesser than that. It depends on how you can negotiate, how you can bargain, which we will also teach you in class. Okay, so you heard when Nana said that we have interview prep sessions, like when we come to teach you, okay, these are things that you should say during interview, this is how you should answer questions. We'll also teach you that. Okay, but I'll explain that later. Let's just stick to financial analytics for now. So this is on average what they earn in the UK, Canada, and the US. Now you can become a financial analyst in 4 months. You have 3 months of intensive learning, 3 months, and then you get to do an internship for 1 month. This internship, you're going to be working on various projects, collaborating with different programs to do financial analysis, and also to work on projects to put in your portfolio. Okay, so this is for the financial analytics program. Power BI, SQL, ChatGPT for Power BI. These are the things that I'm going to be learning in the financial analytics program. Remember again, you can become a financial analyst in 4 months, 3 months of learning, 1 month of internship. Okay, the next program I'm going to be talking about is the data science program. We call it the full stack data science program because it is all around, well-rounded. Okay, this is the program that Nana took. Okay, the data scientist is the person that works with predictive analytics. They're always like trying to like predict what is going to happen in the future. They apply advanced analytics and machine learning techniques to derive meaningful insights from data. These are people that can predict, okay, say for example, as we are in class now, we have about 163 people. Now, if we have a data scientist at analytics and we say, okay, we have 163 people here. In the next 3 months, can you predict the number of people that will come for this master class? So they get the data, they get to work, and they might be able to predict, okay, in the next 3 months, if we continue the way we are, we can probably get like up to 500 people in the class. And it goes on, and you're able to predict in months, moving average, in years, including seasonality, excluding it, and so on and so forth. So a data scientist is basically somebody who does predictive analytics. There are people that will tell companies like what is going to happen in the next couple of months, next couple of years. What is the scenario in the next couple of months? You know how we do forecasting, weather forecasting, where we watch TV and people tell us, okay, this is the weather for today, this is the weather for tomorrow. How they are able to predict the weather for tomorrow today. That is something similar to what a data scientist does. So they are always like predicting. Now, the key learning areas for a data scientist includes statistics, which is very important because you need to know how to do all this mean, median, mode, correlation, analysis, and so on and so forth. And this is not hard. Okay, if I'm using too much grammar, it's because that is, you know that when you join the program, you start using this grammar because it's their language. It's their language. Okay. Mean, median, mode is a language for data scientists. And once you get into this program, we'll teach you the nitty-gritty from the beginning, what to, how to speak this language as well. It's like when you give it to a baby, okay, and then so the baby is growing, they'll be learning the language of whatever environment they find themselves. It's the same thing here. If you join the program, you're literally an analytics baby. And so we'll teach you what to do, how to do it, the language and all of that. Okay, so key learning areas: statistics. We have forecasting and predictive analytics using Microsoft Excel, which is also very important. As a data scientist, you want to know how to use these different tools like Microsoft Excel for forecasting, SQL to query your database, Python programming as well. You're going to be learning functions, comparisons in Python, which is again not hard at all. Some people hear Python, they were like, no, it's too hard. Oh, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. But then you see people from art background learning Python and excelling in it. Okay. So Python programming as well, exploration data analysis, where you try to like use data to derive patterns from a particular structure or something, then machine learning, and then computer vision. If you go on Tenality on LinkedIn and you type in analytics and you just like want to select a couple of projects that students have done on computer vision, you see how they are able to use their body language or body movements to move something on the screen. Don't just go and check it on LinkedIn. You see the amazing things that students are doing at the moment. So these are the things that are going to be learning as well. Now, what is the average salary of an entry-level person in the UK? That is £50,000 UK pounds. Okay, and you know the most beautiful part of it is that you can actually be earning this kind of money and be working from Nigeria. That's another secret I'm going to be sharing with you in the program. Let me know what's it now. Okay, so UK, yes, 50k pounds. We have Canada, we have 94,000 Canadian dollars. If you convert that to Naira, you know how that's a lot of literally like ritual money, you know. Then United States, we have 121,000 United States dollars. Now, you can also become a data scientist in the next 4 months. Now, listen, if you start now, our next program is starting October. So that'll be October, November, December, January. By February, new year, new money. You know, if you know this new money, old money thing that is going on now, fine. Some of us are not old money, but some of us are new money, and you can join the new money train. Okay, so you can become a data scientist in 4 months. 3 months of learning, 3 months of intensive learning. You go through your classes, you have watch media videos for you, then 1 month of internship where you also get to learn and collaborate with other programs. So this is for the data scientist program. The next program that I'm going to be talking about is the data engineering program. Now, somebody was asking earlier, what's the difference between data science and data engineering? This is where you get to learn the difference. As a data scientist, you're going to be predictive analytics, basically. So you're going to be predicting a lot of things that might be happening in the future, building machine learning models and all of that. Then, yes, the classes are for beginners. Checking out, the classes are for beginners, right? So that's for a data scientist. Now, a data engineer is responsible for designing, developing, and maintaining databases, data infrastructure for the organization. That person, now, if the data scientist wants to work on data, he wants to build a dashboard or something, they need the data to work with, right? Now, it's that data engineer that will go and meet, okay, I want to work on the HR data of the company. I want to work on the sales data of the company. I need data from so date to so date. So it is the data engineer that will now go into their database to go and bring out that data for the data analyst. Okay, so data engineer is the person that literally like builds, designs, develop, maintain the data infrastructure of the company. Infrastructure means like the data warehouse, the building of the company. Okay, so they are the ones that ensure that there's smooth flow and integration of data between the different systems that the company has. The company could have HR system, they could have sales system, they could have financial systems. It is this data engineer that is in charge of maintaining the proper flow, the smooth flow of data in between these systems that they have in the company. Okay, so you're basically in charge of the data structure, the database, the warehouse of the company. You know how people used to have warehouse where they keep a lot of goods and things that they are selling. Now, somebody has to be in charge of that data warehouse, So that's the data engineer. Now, the key learning areas for a data engineer include introduction to data engineering. That's what I'm saying, is from the beginning. So there's no such thing as you going directly or diving directly into Python programming or SQL. You will learn the introduction. You will learn who is a data engineer. You will learn what does a data engineer do. Okay, I'm going to be learning from experts. in the field, not just anyhow person, okay? Because we are very big on ensuring that we are passing that knowledge. We are passing that knowledge. Very, very important. So introduction to data engineering, you learn that. Then you will now move to SQL. I call it SQL because it's SQL, but it's SQL. You can also call it SQL. Or I'm a little bit, my Q is not very solid, so that's why I just call it SQL, right? So that's structured query language. You will learn that from beginner to intermediate level, to even expert level, right? Then you learn Python programming, where you also learn functions, comparison, and so on and so forth. And the things that a data engineer uses Python for. Then you learn Linux as well. You learn building custom ETL pipelines, that's extract, transform, and load pipelines, how to build it from scratch to the end, talking about databases and APIs. Then you learn Apache Spark. You learn orchestration and scheduling using Apache Airflow. I don't know if it's Apache or Apache, or you know what they call it, but it depends on where you're from, right? Then you also learn AWS cloud engineering. Somebody was asking earlier if we teach AWS. It's part of our data engineering program. We integrated into that to ensure that you can even become an AWS cloud engineer. If you don't want to, if you say, for example, this particular program has a very interesting career trajectory. Okay, so you can become a Python programmer, you can become a data engineer, you can also become a cloud engineer. Depends on where you want to branch into actually. Then you also learn version control using GitHub. Is it GitHub? Whichever one, depends on where you grew up. So now the average salary of a data engineer in the UK is £60,000. UK pounds. In Canada, it is 90,000 Canadian dollars. In USA, it is 114 United States dollars. Again, you can be working in the US. You can be working for a company in the US and be in Nigeria. Now imagine you're earning this kind of money. If you're converting it, you know how much that is, and that basically just transforms you into new money person. Okay, so you can become a data engineer in 4 months. 4 months. You have 3 months of intensive learning. You have 1 month of internship where you're going to be learning how to work on different projects that would help you build your portfolio. Okay, so far so good. If you understand clearly the 3 programs that I've explained, please drop a 1 for me in the chat. I want to know if you totally understand the programs that I have explained so far. So I've explained financial analytics, I've explained data science, and I've explained data engineering. So if you understand perfectly, please drop a 1 for me in the chat. If you don't understand, please drop your questions in the chat and I will take it up from there. But before I explain the other 3 programs that we have, that's data analytics, business analysis, which is my fave, and HR analytics, I'm going to call up Brima to bring up the students that we have for these programs so that we can speak with them before we go on.
All right. Okay. So thank you so much for that, Damilola. Okay, so we have Ogunsola Imbag Oyemi. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing your name well, but hi, Ogunsola. How are you doing? Hello. So how are you doing, Ogunsola? You're muted if you are speaking.
Oh yeah, that's true. Sorry, I didn't realize that. Good evening. Can you hear me now?
Yes. Good evening. I can hear you clearly.
Yeah.
So
Good evening.
Ogunsola is currently registered for the data analytics program. So, how has your experience been, and what's your background like?
Well, thank you. Just like the first person that spoke, I'm a chartered accountant too.
Your voice is like a little bit low.
Okay, so just like the first person that spoke, I'm also a chartered accountant.
Okay.
Yeah. So and I joined the program because I have so much passion and interest in IT.
So sorry, Ogunsola, I don't know if is it possible to increase your voice, right? because I'm struggling to hear
Okay,
you.
can you hear me better now?
Okay, so I think it's a
Is
little
it
bit
better
better.
now?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Maybe let me hold my feet close to my mouth so that you can hear me clearly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it a little clearer now?
Yes, it
Okay,
is.
yeah. So I'm an accountant too, like the first speaker. And I opted for data analytics. I think that time I didn't know there was much of master classes like this. I stumbled on data analytics via Olu of Canada's handle on, I think, Instagram or something. I can't remember, or on Facebook, somewhere there. Yeah. So that's how I got to know about analytics. And the first time I had to put a call through to speak with somebody before I eventually onboarded on the program. Yeah. Yeah, for my decision to take DA, data analytics, well, I pride myself as an accountant that is also tech savvy. My interest in my university days was to go into IT fully, especially programming. But I met somebody then, and of course, you understand that programming in those days is not what it is now. And the guy was like, even those that did computer science, they don't find programming easy. So I just backed out, faced my professional exams, and then that was it. But I was constantly using Excel. Then I was privileged to be one of the facilitators for ICANN in the days of a technology competence initiative. So I took classes on Microsoft, PowerPoint, Excel, and Word. I've taken courses, and my hunger for excellence makes me to follow a lot of guys online. There are a lot of guys I see as wonderful guys there. So, but shortly before I started the program, I discovered that I see this dashboard here and there, and I was wondering, how is this built? So one of the guys I follow online, one day I grabbed some videos from his page, from his YouTube page, but because I was very busy, I couldn't watch it at that time until we started the class. And Mohammed happened to be our major facilitator. So, and the first day we built a dashboard, I was like, oh, so this is how these guys built this thing. So funny. And today, well, Excel, Power BI, Tableau, I conveniently build dashboards on all those while I also run SQL queries. Yeah.
All right. So do you have like a project that you want to showcase to us?
Yes, I have a lot of projects, and I'm actually on my internship now. Unfortunately, I don't know. I'm having issues with my network. I've been trying to connect to my system for some time. It's not going through. I actually have a project I'm actually working on, and for the purpose of this session, I have to even do a lot of work today. But I will see from I think I sent it to my phone earlier in the day. So I will grab that dashboard from here and see I can share it. I just hope I did that. Okay, I will do that. Let's continue. I will share it from my phone here so that some people can see it. That's the one I'm currently working on. Yes, I work in an educational institution currently, and I'm building an analytics around student admission data. I have it in Excel for 1 year. Then I also did on Tableau for that same year. Then eventually I had to build an very interactive model on Power BI for the same program. And as of today, I've been able to drop 3 years of data into that model, and it's quite responsive. So I have the latest dashboard is what I actually wanted to show. I'm really interested in showing how interactive it is. But I don't know, the network is not cooperating, so I can only connect from my phone for now. Yeah.
Okay, so are you able to share now?
Yes, I'm trying to send the snapshot of
All right, so I think Sola has network issues, so he'll be joining us back. So while we are waiting for him, let's have Joseph. Joseph is currently registered for the business analysis program. So I know I saw a message in the chat that when are we having business analysis? When is it coming? When are we speaking? When are we hearing him talk? So hi Joey, how are you doing? A good evening to you.
Hi, good evening.
Yeah, so thank you so much for joining us in today's session. All right.
Thank you. I want to quickly apologize. I might not be able to share my video because I'm actually on transit, but it's important that I just joined this call.
Okay, no problem at all. No problem at all.
Thank you.
So your experience so far, how has your journey been? And do you have like a strong background, a strong previous knowledge in tech?
Okay, fantastic experience. I'll just say this, that being a business analyst is one of the greatest experience that one has encountered in life. Speaking personally now, you don't need to have any tech experience. First of all, who is a business analyst? Business analyst is somebody that interfaces between technology and the business. You help the business to understand every technological thing that needs to come into the business, and you help the guys in technology to understand what the business is saying. So you are the bridge between business and technology. So you must have a bit of idea or knowledge of what technology is all about, and also have an idea of what the business is saying. So that puts you as in a very pivotal position in the organization. So the business analyst, I must say, sorry to puncture all the other people that have spoken, the business analyst is the most important person in all these discussions we're having. So for everybody that is listening, I want to make you understand that it's a fantastic choice if you decide that you want to be a business analyst. And one thing I want to say, because this is very, very important, is being a business analyst or being trained as a business analyst under Tenalytics is quite unique. I have had experience with people that have gone to other institutes to receive training, and they receive the basics of business analysis. But in Tenalytics, you get the basics of business analytics and business analysis, and you also learn Excel, you learn SQL, and you learn Power BI. Those are great bonuses that you cannot get from any other source. And then the internship program is so robust. It's like you already have a working experience. So everything that you have learned in the course of the few months that you are together and being tutored, you now practicalize these things, and you see the real life experience of what it is to be a business analyst. And I will say this, I've actually finished. I'm a graduate, I'm an alumni, but one great thing that Tenalytics did recently is that they gathered some alumni that were still hungry, and they gave us an extra project to work on, and that project has been mind-blowing. The exposure rather that I have gathered is unexplainable, and I'm so grateful to the organization for that experience. And I'm saying this so that people understand that they give you extra value for whatever you're going to spend or you think you're going to spend to acquire this knowledge. So take it to the bank. Doing business analysis in Tenalytics is one of the greatest decisions that you will make this year.
All right.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you so much, Joey, for joining us. Thank you for taking out your time to join us in today's session. All right.
You're most welcome. Apologies. I actually thought I could share something, but I'm using my phone and I'm on transit, so I can't. I would have been able to explain further, but I think this is just good enough. Business analysis is the right thing to do with Tenalytics and no other organization.
All right. So thank you so much. Thank you so much, Joey. And Joey is currently on transit, and you're taking our time to join us on this call. Thank you. That's
anything for Tenalytics. Anything for Tenalytics.
Okay, so for everyone, you have heard from our students. So you've heard directly from their mouths. So even though you don't have a strong background, you do not read computer science or computer engineering or data science or data analytics or business analytics for your undergraduate degree or for your graduate degree, it is possible for you to transition and become a data professional. You know, as Damilola mentioned, one of the criteria that we consider is the ease of learning. ease of transition, how well you can adapt and learn these skills within the specified time period, so that when you now graduate and you get a job, you'll be able to beat your chest and say, yes, I was able to register with analytics, I was able to obtain the required knowledge, and also I am able to work and get a job to increase my standard of learning, because the whole essence of you venturing into tech is to get more money and also impact life. So I think Ogunsola is back. Ogunsola, can you hear me clearly? You just shared a screenshot of your dashboard. Hello, so Ogunsola, can you hear me? Okay, so I think it's having network issues. All right, so I'll be handing over to Damilola. She's our head of operations here at Analytics. So hello, Damilola.
Hi, Brima. Thank you so much. So I guess our person for HR will join us later, but yeah, we'll just go ahead and share more insights on the remaining programs that we have. So please confirm you can see my screen.
Yes.
All right, thank you very much. So earlier, I explained the financial analytics program, data science, and data engineering. Now I'm going to be going into the next program, which is data analytics. Now, a data analyst is responsible for analyzing and interpreting data. When it comes to analyzing data, interpreting it, sharing the interpretation with the stakeholders, with the business owners, that is where a data analyst comes into play. They're responsible for analyzing, like I said earlier, if somebody wants to work with a particular data set for a system in a company, they go to data engineer to get the data. But then who now sits down and makes sense of this data? It is the data analyst, right? So you're going to be analyzing data, interpreting it, putting it in a presentation, and generating insights that would help support the business decisions that the company is trying to make, right? Say, for example, you work for an e-commerce, right? And then you look into their data, you've seen, okay, these products that we have for the e-commerce, which one is making sales, which one is not making sales. Through your analyzing and interpretation, you'll be able to tell the company, okay, these are the products that we should take off the market. These are the products that we should leave in the market. Basically, through you analyzing and interpreting the data of that company. Okay, now what are the key learning areas for a data analyst? We have number one, problem solving. Every data analyst is supposed to be solving problems, not just building dashboards. As a data analyst, your major role is to solve problems with the data set of that company. So when you're looking into the data set, you're analyzing it, you're interpreting it, everything comes together to solve a problem within the company. So number one is problem solving, which you learn in class. Number two is Excel. You learn Microsoft Excel, starting from the interface of Excel. What does Excel look like? The rows and columns. Then you learn functions and formulas in Excel. You learn pivot tables and pivot charts. You learn building interactive dashboards in Excel. Then you move into SQL when you learn how to query databases. So there are companies that at times might not have a data engineer. So how then do you function? With the added knowledge of SQL, you'll be able to stand on your own without the need or help of a data engineer. That's why we have SQL as one of the programs here. Okay, so you learn SQL, queries, joining tables in SQL, and so on and so forth. Then you move into Power BI, where you learn how to build interactive dashboards in Power BI, data modeling in Power BI, how to tell stories using Power BI. Then data analysis expressions, functions, and formulas in Power BI, right? And then you move into Tableau, where you learn how to tell stories using the Tableau software, right? So we chose Power BI. Obviously, we have like a lot of data visualization tools like QLake, like Looker, like Studio, Google Studio, and so on and so forth. But we have chosen the two the two tools, softwares that are reigning in the visualization sector today, right? So we have Power BI and Tableau. Then we have data storytelling, where we teach you how to tell stories using data. We have ChatGPT for analytics. And we've added this to our program simply because we want people to be able to use AI to their advantage. AI is artificial intelligence. And if you've heard about ChatGPT, you know that there's a lot that it can do for us as data analysts, right? So we've incorporated it into our program to help you interact with AI. So there are times it makes your work easier, it makes your work faster, basically. Then we have Microsoft Fabric for analytics, which is a new addition to the Microsoft tools, and this is like a very huge advantage for whoever is learning it as well. Now, in the UK, what is the average salary of the data analyst entry level? That is 40,000 UK pounds. In Canada, it is 64,000 Canadian dollars. In the United States, this is 72,000 United States dollars. And now you can become a data analyst in 4 months. 4 months. I saw somebody asking, oh, is it that easy? Yes, it is that easy. We've had students get jobs in just 1 month of learning. Just 1 month. We have the evidence, right? We're not just explaining. We have the evidence. So you can become a data analyst in 4 months. You learn in 3 months, and then you intern for 1 month internship, 1 month internship, which I would also explain better later. The next program that I have on my list is the business analyst program, the business analyst role. Now, this business analyst, it gets confusing for some people. People ask, like, what's the difference between a data analyst and a business analyst? Now, a data analyst is the person that is interacting with the data, analyzing the data, querying databases and all of that. A business analyst is the person that is in charge of the processes of the company. The person is like a bridge. You know how we have Third Mainland Bridge that is connecting one point to another point? That is what a business analyst is. A business analyst is not the person that is analyzing data, interpreting data, and all of that. No, this person is the person that is in charge of, okay, where is the company at the moment? How can we move the company to a better place using technological tools? Okay, so the person is like a bridge between the stakeholders and the technical team. The technical team, like the devs, the full stack developers, the product designer, and all of those people, and the stakeholders. Stakeholders are business owners. They are C-level people, the CEOs, and so on and so forth. So the business analyst is like a bridge between these people, the intermediary. This is the person that is speaking to a business. For example, I'm the business analyst, right? So I'll be the one speaking to the stakeholders. I'll get their report. Okay, they want to change a particular thing about their company, right? What do they want? How can we go about it? Map out the process and all of those things. Then I will now take the requirements I've gathered. I will now take it to the devs, share each one to you, to each person, and get it started, right? So this person is in charge of ensuring effective communication between the stakeholders, the CEOs, the business owners, and the development team, the technical team. Okay, so there's a huge difference between the data analyst and a business analyst. As a business analyst, yes, your tools include Excel, Power BI, and SQL, but it's an added advantage. They are not your core tools. These are not the core tools that you're going to be using. As a business analyst, you're going to be using tools like Jira, like Trello, like Asana, like Slack, like Draw.io, like Microsoft Visio. These are the tools that you're going to be using. And as the key learning areas for a business analyst includes like Excel, Power BI, and SQL. Like I said, these are like added advantages. We'll teach you these things in analytics so that it gives you an edge over every other business analyst out there. But then you also learn process mapping. You're going to be mapping out processes of the company. Okay, so this is the beginning of this process. This is what they do. This is step 3. This is step 4. You sit and map out this process. Then you also learn project and decision planning, where you are able to map out a process. After you've mapped out a particular project, then you're able to plan it and initiate it, implement it. Then you learn Agile and Scrum for project as well. You learn software development life cycle. This is after like graduating a lot of requirements, they're able to start mapping out the life cycle of this particular project, right? Then you also learn requirements fundamentals. What are the things that you need to do when you're generating requirements, when you're gathering requirements? You learn elicitation, and then you learn stakeholders analysis and engagement. You think like it's very easy for somebody to just walk up to a stakeholder and say, okay, this is what the company is lacking, this and that, engage stakeholders, get what they, it's not easy. This is something that you have to learn. And this is what the business analyst program entails. Okay. The average salary of a business analyst in the UK is 52,000 Canadian UK dollars, UK pounds. In Canada, it is 74,000 Canadian dollars. In US, it is 85,000 United States dollars. You can become a business analyst in 3 months. Just 3 months. You learn for 2 months, 2 months of learning, then 1 month of internship. Lastly, we have the HR analyst program, the HR analytics program. Okay, now this is not just for HR professionals. This is not just for human resource people. If you don't have any background at all, you don't know anything about HR, you want to move into it, you want to learn, this is the right place to actually come learn it. Okay, so the HR analyst is the person that specializes in HR data. Anything that has to do with people management in the company, people talent management, people analytics. This is it, HR analytics. You don't, if you like managing people, you like HR, anything HR, this is the program for you. Now it helps you'll be the one in charge of analyzing the HR related data of the company, talking about employee engagement, head count, attrition, absenteeism. These are the things that you'll be doing as an HR analyst. What are your key learning areas? Again, problem solving. Obviously, they're trying to solve problem. Attrition is when employees are leaving the company en masse. Now, you as the HR analyst, the stakeholders have called you, or the owner of the company said, why are these people leaving? You are the one that will now do the attrition analysis of the company. Okay, this is why they are leaving. They don't have job satisfaction. Their morale is low. These are the things that you look at as an HR analyst. Okay, so you have problem solving problems, HR problems of the company. You also learn Excel, talking about the Excel interface, talking about the functions and formulas in Excel, pivot table and pivot charts. You learn Power BI when it talks to speaking to analysis, data modeling in Power BI, learning data analytics expressions. You also learn SQL as well, which is also very important as HR person. Then you move into core HR, where you start doing HR analytics and performance evaluation. You learn a lot of HR metrics and life cycle of the HR world. You learn HR analysis and dashboarding, which is very important because when you're explaining situations, scenarios to the stakeholders or owner of the company, you want to ensure that you're putting it in the dashboard that they are easy, that they're going to understand easily. So HR analysis and dashboarding, collaboration and report automation. You also learn ChatGPT for HR analytics. Now, the average salary of an HR person, HR analyst in the UK is 30,500 UK pounds. In Canada, it is 71,000 Canadian dollars. In the United States, this is 62,000 United States dollars. You can become an HR analyst in 4 months. 3 months of learning, 1 month of internship, where you get to collaborate with other teams as well. Okay. At this point, I'm going to start taking questions. So if you have questions, you can drop them in the chat, and Brahma will help me take note of them while I explain the other parts of the program very quickly. Now, this is your job ready learning journey. This is your job ready learning journey. You learn in 3 months, you learn from the best, you have flexible classes, and you can become job ready in the months that we have stated. Okay, so we have each program to its own. Data engineering is 4 months. Business analysis is 3 months. Depends on the program that you're going for. Okay, so you have your own months of learning journey. All our classes are virtual instructor led. It's not a case of you getting in the cab, getting Uber, and then getting stuck in traffic for 3 hours. It's not going to happen because you're going to be learning virtually through platforms like Zoom that we are using here, Google Meet, Slack, WhatsApp, collaborating on WhatsApp, collaborating on Slack. So this makes life it makes life so easy. It makes it so easy. You can, this is where you start to learn work from home. Right here at Analytics, where you start to learn work from home. Okay. So all our classes are virtual instructor led. Classes are on Saturdays and Sundays. Now, for some programs like business analysis, like data engineering, they have their classes on Saturdays and Sundays. But for some programs like data analytics, like HR analytics, like financial analytics, like data science, they have their programs, live classes. The program is structured in a way that on Saturdays we have live classes. Like we have live classes here. So on Sundays we give self-paced watch me do it videos. We give something that we refer to as self-paced watch me do it videos, and these are videos that you will use to learn concepts. You can, if you joined us from the beginning, you'd have heard Tayo talking about watch me do it videos. These are videos that have been pre-recorded for you to learn concepts that you're going to come and be learning in the class. So you've learned these concepts, then you come back to the class on Saturday to work on live case studies, real life case studies, to stampen the knowledge that you've gotten from the watch me do it videos. And of course, during the week, you also have like drop-in sessions, you have office hours, you'd have different sessions to ensure that you are following up with these videos that you're using to learn. Okay. You also get to join lots of recruitment ask sessions. These are sessions that have been put in place to position you for success, to make you stand out. Now, anybody can learn data analytics, literally anybody. But how do you set yourself apart? How do you ensure that, okay, you are able to position yourself in a way that amongst like 10,000 people, they see you, right? These are the sessions that we have organized for our students to position them for success and make them stand out amongst the crowd. All right. So we always say that at Analytics is not just learning the tech part. We also have the soft skills that would position you appropriately. Now, these soft skills, what do they entail, right? We have number one, the CV review sessions. If you listen to Tayo earlier, you would have heard him say something like, oh, his friend wanted to apply for a job, and then he saw the person's CV and was like, oh, nobody will give you the job of a janitor, so this is your CV, and I was able to revamp the person's CV for them. So CV review sessions to help you would teach you how to write your CV, right? So organize a class and literally like teach you from the scratch how to write your own CV. CV is very important when it comes to looking for a job or learning or trying to position yourself to get a job. It's very important. So we'll teach you, we have an expert, in-house expert that will teach you how to write your CV. Number two, LinkedIn optimization, which is very important, right? You've heard some of our students talk about how people are hunting them on LinkedIn. When I'm saying hunting, like hunting for jobs on LinkedIn. So you'd also learn how to optimize your LinkedIn in a way that it attracts people to you, attracts founders, attracts recruiters to you. Number three is Upwork optimization. How to say, if you don't want to work, for example, you don't want to work for anybody, you want to work on your own, we'll teach you Upwork optimization that would help you become a freelancer. All right. Then we have navigating the job market sessions where we'll teach you how to navigate the job market, what to apply for, links to use, or where to go to apply for valid jobs. Then we have the recommendation letter that Akintayo mentioned earlier. You know, we talked about how if you get a recommendation letter from us, you'll be wondering, oh, is this me? You know, we know how to we know how to like make it look like, oh, we know how to like tell your story in a way that people know that, oh, this is an amazing person. So write recommendation letters and reference letter for people, people that have gotten a new job, you need a reference letter. People that have gotten their visa, they have visa application or visa interview, you need a reference letter. We also do that. Then job and interview preparations, which Nana mentioned earlier, right? So we'd also like, if you have job interviews, you need somebody to prep you. We'll sit with you and prep you to ensure that probable questions that you could be asked, also like just to prep you to help you excel and ace your interview. Now we also have our weekly mentorship sessions. Now it's very important that you have a mentor in this tech career path, in this tech journey, because you want to ensure that you have somebody that you're looking up to, who is able to and hold you and guide you. And so we have these weekly mentorship sessions where we bring in experts to come and speak to you about their own journey and how you can also learn from their own journey. Now, with some of your facilitators, we have Ifemena Ipro, is the co-founder of Tenalytics. We have Adeza Suleiman, is a data scientist, is the founder of Tenalytics. We have Nene. Nene is our commercial analytics in the UK. We have Nina, who is a product manager. We have lots of them. We have Kelvin, who is a data engineer in Nigeria. We have Teniola, who is a customer and digital personnel in the UK. We got Francis, who is a business analyst in the UK. These are some of the facilitators that you are going to be interacting with in class. Now, the next program starts 7th of October. 7th of October. Okay, so this on my screen right here is the original fee for the program. If you're paying for any of these programs that I've mentioned, if you're paying in Canadian dollars, you're paying 600 Canadian dollars. If you're paying in pounds, you're paying 400 pounds. If you're paying in naira, you're paying 320,000 naira. But there's a but. I'm going to take that, I'm going to squeeze it and throw it out. We have the early discount, the early birds discount. We have the early birds discount. Now, if you're paying for the data analytics program, you have for the early bird discount, you get to pay 500 Canadian dollars. You're paying in Canadian dollars. That is 350 at first. You also get to pay in 2 installments, right? So you can pay in 2. You don't necessarily have to pay the 500 at once. If you do not have it, you get to pay in 2 installments. So you can pay 350 first and then pay 150 1 month into the program. The same thing for Naira. You're paying for data analytics, you're paying for business analysis, paying for full stack data science, you're paying for financial analytics, you're paying for HR. You get to pay 500 Canadian dollars if you're paying in Canadian dollars. You're paying in Naira, you're paying 270,000 Naira. You're paying in pounds, you're paying 300 pounds. Now the breakdown is right on my screen here. You can take a screenshot to save that on your phone. Now, if you're paying it for the data engineering program, in Canadian dollars, you're paying 600 Canadian dollars. In Naira, you're paying 350,000 Naira. In pounds, you're paying 400 pounds. Now, it can also be broken down. So if you're paying in Naira, you're paying 250 first and then 100 later. Now, if you want to pay, you have the my colleague is going to drop, Brahma is going to drop the link in the chat so you can pick it up from there. Okay, so you can just click on the link and it will take you to the payment platform. Or if you're paying using the account details, you can also take a screenshot of the account details on my screen. Okay, now early bird discount ends on the 28th of September. So you want to take advantage of it as soon as possible, because once it ends, every other person will start paying the normal price, the original fee. So the earlier you pay, the better. Okay. It ends on 28th of September. So please hurry, and so that you can grab your discount, right? So some of the projects that I've been working on, these are some of the projects I've been working on: Castro, technologies, workplace sport facility, Cognitive product analytics, got online food delivery preferences. These are some of the projects I'm going to be working on, and lots more. So this is not just the end of it. A lot. In fact, at the end of the program, you'll be able to boast of nothing less than 10 projects that you would have worked on, that you would have in your portfolio. And when you work on projects, you're not just working on projects and keeping them. Never. You're going to be presenting this project. So we have presentations where you'll be presenting this project. It would be like you're presenting to stakeholders, right? So these are the things that will train you on. If you're somebody that's saying, oh, I cannot speak, oh, I cannot do this, I cannot do that, you will learn internalytics. Because for every project that you work on, you do presentation, you show us your analysis. These are the ways that you learn. So you've had some of our students come speak, but we also have like a couple of other lots of other testimonials here. This is, for example, Sunday Adelusi. He got a job as a regulatory data analyst while he was still undergoing his internship. So somebody was saying earlier that, oh, does it work? Will it work in 3 months? Yes, it will. It will, right? So you just have to come with your 100% energy. You have to come with your. Tayo said earlier that if you can put in 5 to 8 hours in a week, we have, how many hours do we have in a week? That's like 24 hours multiplied by 7. If you can put in 8 hours of all the hours in 1 week, you see your growth and you'll be happy. Okay, so Sunday Adelusi got a job while still undergoing his internship. You can see how we messaged Eddie Young. Eddie Young is a senior data associate here at Analytics. So he sent her a message on Slack saying that he got a contract offer yesterday and he was still going through the full stack data science program, right? This is Nathaniel. Nathaniel got a job as a data scientist with Boringa in, I'm not going to pronounce that. It's a bit tongue twisty, but you get what I mean. So he resides in Spain. This is a private research pharmaceutical firm in Spain, and he got a job there as a data scientist. Okay, now this is Amaka Ugochukwu. She got a job as a business support analyst in the UK, and that is after going through the data analytics program. All right, and we have so many other testimonials here. So you can, when you get the slides, you can take time to just go through them. So at this junction, I'm going to be taking questions. Also, yes, so if you're a bit confused about the program to go for, we have our clarity sessions coming up. So you can always like message any of the admins to just register for the clarity sessions. Okay, so if you have questions, okay, to the account details, okay. Yes, you can pay in installments, okay. You can pay in installments. So if you, let me take it back to Cindy, okay. Right, so if you're paying in Naira, you get to pay 180 first. You're paying 270 in total, but you can pay 180 first and then pay 90 first. So you can pay in installments, definitely. I studied physics and electronics. Which program will be now? Tolu, we have clarity sessions coming up. Okay, so just you can look in the community and message any of the admins that you want to join the clarity session. This is the session where we get to speak one-on-one on your background and how you can fit into any of our programs. Okay, I hope you got that, Tolu. The next training program is starting on the 7th of October. 7th of October 2023. Okay, 7th of October 2023. Right, so we look forward to seeing a lot of you in our clarity session. I'll be there, Brahma will be there, John will be there. We'll talk to you about different we just have a discussion, one-on-one discussion on your background and which of the programs that you would like to register for and how you can fit into these programs. So yes, Tosin, the HR Analytics program will run in November. It will run in November, okay? Does the early bird payment due date also apply to members? Yes, so Temitope, if you want to apply for any of these programs, you can as well pay now, pay the the first installments now to lock in your discounts. Okay, so you want to ensure that you pay the first installments now to lock in your discount. All right. Okay, for the business analysis program, it is also 270,000 naira if you're paying in naira. So you get to pay in 2 installments. That is 180 first, and that is 90 later. Okay. Now, another quick thing I wanted to quickly mention is our now. So for some people, they would usually ask that, okay, I do not I'm going somewhere, I don't have time to attend this program. Where can I get the recording and all of that? We have something that we call the Google Classroom, where we save all your recordings for you. So you have lifetime access to this recording. This is the Google Classroom. For example, this is the current, let me just take it to one of the classes. Right. This is one of our ongoing business analysis class. Okay. So if I scroll down, you see the classes that they've had, right? So not having time at a particular time is never a barrier. Okay, you're going to be able to have full access to your materials, and you have lifetime access to these materials. Okay, they're not going anywhere. As long as this Google Classroom is still running, you have full access to your materials. Now, if I click on this was their first Excel class for the business analysis program. If I click on the class recording, I'm just going to open it up here. Right, and it's going to load and come up. I'm just going to right. So if I play it, you see that this class happened in August, but this is September and they still have it. Okay, so you're going to have full lifetime access to all your materials. The same thing applies for the Watch Me Do It. You can see the Watch Me Do It videos here that we talked about. Then the class materials right here. Okay. This was their first mentorship session. Okay, they also got the recording to the mentorship session. You can see the CV review session. We gave them a CV template to work with. When I said we would hold your hand, we actually mean we would hold your hand. So we give them a CV template, then session recording. You can see the session recording right here, right? Then the Power BI, Watch Me Do It. So this is for all classes as well, all classes. I was saying earlier that when we give you assignments, you'd also present. So you're not going to be hiding. There's no space to hide. You are going to be presenting these projects that you've done. You can see the case study presentation for Power BI. Can you see that? Now they also got the recording. They came to class. They worked on a case study in that class. Then they came to the class to do their presentation for these projects that they worked on. Okay, let me just move forward a little. Let's see what that is about. The discount is ending on the 28th of September. It is ending on the 28th of September. You know that the class is starting 7th of October. So the discount is going to end before that. And everybody that pays after 28th will be paying the original fee. So you want to ensure that you pay before then. Can you see the presentation? Please confirm you can see the presentation on my screen. Just drop a yes for me if you can see the presentation I'm playing. Okay, fantastic. So yes, this is what the class is like. This is their own presentation. They did a project and you can see their presentation. So yes, this is I just wanted to indicate that as well. So in case for any reason you're unable to attend class, you have full access to the materials. Okay. So yeah, more questions. Okay, Osem, do you want to unmute yourself and ask your question? You can go ahead and unmute yourself and ask your question. Hi, Osem, are you there?
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. So my question is based on the HR analytics, right? I really want to do it. Fine. I have a certificate in HR, but I'm actually very interested in I don't know, like you said, it doesn't have to involve, you don't have to be an HR, but I'm actually very interested in that part. But my question is that the reason why I actually want to go into this is mostly because in the long run, I actually want to go into some kind of like remote options for me to work from home. And I have a lot of friends that are doing this BA, data analysis and all that, but I'm actually interested in HR analysis. Now, my question is this: what prospect does it have? I don't really see much people going into HR analytics. I've searched and all that. And most time when I search for jobs under that, I don't really see much vacancies concerning HR analysis. So I just want to be clear on that before I invest into something that I'm stuck in the middle. I don't maybe you understand what I'm trying to say.
I get what you mean. I get what you mean.
Yeah, so that is my question. Like, what kind of prospect does it have as an HR analytics? Is there like a job market for them? Most companies, do they really, maybe I'm not searching properly. So I just need that clarity, because if it's something that, I mean, it's kind of like limiting when it comes to getting a job, then I better queue with the BAs too. I don't know, but really, I really want to learn something in tech, and that is actually my option. But if it's an option that, I mean, the job market is not so much for them, then let me just get into. So I just want that clarity, please. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Okay, so Osems, I don't know if you joined we had an HR analytics session on Saturday. Were you able to join?
No, actually, I think it was after I was just saying this something on Twitter. I had no idea about it. So immediately I just clicked on one group like that. It took me to one September cohort. I didn't even know what I was doing. I was just sending message here and there and all that.
Yeah, that's fine.
To know about it after then. So I had no idea. I just saw some retweets. I mean, and I just clicked on it. I think maybe this is a good place to start my training, because I've been looking for it for about a month now, to be honest with you. I've not been seeing anything on HR analytics or anything like that.
Okay. So another thing that would always teach you how to do is how to search for jobs and where to go. Now, everybody uses LinkedIn. In fact, to be very honest, like LinkedIn is a very large marketplace. At times you can get lost in it. Now, take for example, this is Victor. We had a session with Victor last Saturday, and Victor is an HR analyst. Victor did his program. He started his program with us last year, I think September or November. January, Victor got a job as an HR analyst. And not even, he was working with a company in the US, Ugo. I don't know if you've heard of Ugo, in the US, and it was in Nigeria here, right? Right after that, a couple of months ago, he still shared with me again that he has left Ugo and is now working with Tangerine as an HR analyst. Okay, so when it comes to HR analytics, you're not just going online and searching for HR analyst alone. It, like I said earlier, it involves people management, talent, people analytics, talent management. So there are different roles to it, but all of it all comes under the umbrella of HR analyst. Okay, so if you are really interested in the HR program, I would say I definitely go for it, because the fact that you already have HR background and you want to even brush up on that and add analytics to it, it makes you a top gun in the HR industry. And HR is one program that is definitely coming up a lot. It is definitely coming up because companies are now looking for how to make sense of their HR data. The way they are looking for how to make sense of their sales data is the same way they are looking for how to make sense of their HR data. And it's not possible that they will have HR analysts on ground. They're not going to hire data analysts going to be making sense of their HR data. So Victor is a typical example of somebody who took our program and landed a job in less than 3 or 4 months that he took the program. And then still landed another one again a couple of months after. All right. So people like Victor would also bring them in to mentor you on where to go and what to search for. If you go on our YouTube channel, you'd see the session we had with Victor, and now we was able to break down his journey Okay, so this is where our mentorship also comes in. Now, this is another person, Maureen. Maureen got a job with Telesource International in Canada as HR data analyst. Okay, so it depends on where you're looking at. This is another person. This is Thelma. Thelma got a job as an HR analyst in Birmingham. So you might say, okay, these people are from UK, Canada, but we also have Victor from Nigeria. Okay, Victor is currently in Lagos, Nigeria, and he has gotten, after his program, he has gotten jobs as HR analyst twice. All right, so it depends on where you go and what you're looking for. Okay, so there are actually HR jobs out there, but where are you searching for them? These are things that would also like address in the course of the program. Does that answer your question?
Thank you so much. Thank you. It does answer my question. Thank you.
Okay, fantastic. So I look forward to seeing you in particular so that we'll be able to talk better on. And then we also like have an alumni community where you can meet with all these people and then just share ideas, network, and all of those things. Basically to just keep growing yourself as a professional. Okay, so these are all of the benefits of joining Internalytics. All right.
Thank you.
Okay. Yes. So do we have any other questions? What are the lecture timetables like? Thank you, Joan and Brima, for dropping the answers. Okay, Ayodako, we have zones. So we have for some of our programs like full stack data science, business analysis, data analytics, we have the morning and evening session. Okay, so we have morning session, we have 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturdays, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. on Sundays, West African time. For evening sessions, we have 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Then on Sundays, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. All right. So if you are somebody in Canada, for example, you definitely want to go for the evening session, the West African time, because that is the time. That time has been suited to cater for people in EST time, in Canada, US, I think Asia or something, right? So what has more adherence? You users iPhone, do you want to unmute yourself and ask your question? Because I'm not very sure what you mean. What has more adherence? Kolakbo, a link has been sent to the chat. Brahma or Joan, if you could like paste the link again for Kolakbo to register. So there's the link that has been sent, a main stack link. So if you let me just try to access it from here. Right, so this is the link this link has been sent. If you click on it, it will take you to the enrollment page. So once I'm just going to try and pull it up from here so that we can practice it together. Okay, let me see if I can bring it up from here. Enrollment link. Okay, yes, so it has opened up here. Let me just share my screen again. Brahma, can you see my screen now?
Yes, it's coming up.
Okay, so right, so I'm just going to wait for it to load. But while we are waiting, yes, so if you want the presentation slide, you'd have to fill the form. Okay, there's a form that we've been sending, so you need to fill the form to be able to access the recording and the presentation slides. Yes, it does accept PayPal. So this is where you go to pay, right? So if you select any of the programs that you want to pay for. So say for example, you want to pay for, this is the PayPal link that we are sending users iPhone. This is the PayPal link. So if you want to, say for example, you want to pay full payment, so you click on, this is for data analytics, full stack data science, business analysis, HR analytics, financial analytics. And yeah, so you click on full payment. Once you click on it, it will bring out the PayPal link. Then you click on buy now. That's if you're paying for the full payment. If you're doing half payment, you can select first party payment, but depends on what your the amount you're paying. So you click on buy now, right? And then you enter your PayPal details. Okay, so you do all of that, and yeah, you're good to go and on your way there. Okay, I hope that answers your question. Users iPhone. All right, do we have any more questions? But we call it a very fantastic and amazing day. All right, so again, we'll be having more practical sessions coming up at the end of this week and next week. So please be on the lookout. Make sure you attend these sessions to get more insight into each of these programs. Don't forget, discount ends on 28th of September. So you want to ensure that you pay the discount price before then. And
I have a question.
Oh, why? Okay, please go ahead and ask your question.
Yes, you said that the discount ends on 28th. Now, let me say I make my first payment. Maybe I'm looking at data engineering. Then is it the whole courses that is going to be taken up by that 7th of October?
Yeah. All the programs will be taken off 7th of October.
Okay, now when I pay, what do I do next so that it will reflect that I have paid?
Okay, so when you pay, if you open that enrollment link, let me share my screen again. Right, if you open that enrollment link and you pay, you'd see a link where it says upload your receipts. Okay, so once you pay, you take a screenshot of your receipt and you upload it here. So if you click on it, it will take you to a form, right, where you upload your receipts and you upload your details, your name, your email, your WhatsApp number. Right, so you select any of the emails and you just fill the form. Okay. So once you do that, it would have your details and will send you your welcome kit for you to. Can you see that? Can you see this is where you get to upload your details? All right, so once you do that, we'll get your details and we'll send you your materials for the class. I hope that answers your question.
Okay.
Okay, great. How much discount, please? Okay, so Brahma has shared that in the chat. Let me just project my screen again. If you're paying the discounted price, you're paying, if you're paying in Naira, you're paying 270,000 Naira instead of 350. I mean 320. You're paying in Naira. If you're paying in Canadian dollars, you're paying 500 instead of 600. So that's discounted price. Do we have any other questions? Oluwatobi, do you have a question?
Yes, please. Can you hear me? Hello. Good evening. Good evening.
All right. Good evening.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. So, I'm not actually new to to IT. I've been learning coding. I've actually studied Java, a little bit of JavaScript, like mobile development and website development, and also I recently started Python. But because I'm 16 years old. I plan on studying computer science in the university. So and then a teacher of mine told me that I should think of other IT courses aside coding. So that's why I got this link to like learn more about digital analysis and stuff. So please, I just want to know, is it that it's a different aspect of IT, or please can you just like explain it to me?
Okay, you want to study,
Computer science.
okay, you want to study computer science in school,
Yeah.
but you also want to explore other programs that you can go for, right?
Yeah, because under computer science, the courses I'll be taking has to do with data analysis, algorithm, and some other stuff. So that's how I was
Oh,
just-
okay. You know what, Abdul Basit, I'm going to, okay, Brahma, if you could drop your contact details for Abdul Basit, right? I hope I'm not pronouncing
Yeah,
that.
that's right. That's right.
So we're going to schedule you for a clarity session just to talk more about it, and you can explain more to us, and then we'll talk about your career trajectory from there. I hope that's fine.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Okay.
So where do
So
I
we're going to be
drop my
having a one-on-one
just
clarity session coming up like in the next couple of days. So you just come speak to us about what you want to do, and then we can take it up from there. I hope that's fine.
Yeah, thank you. So can I drop my number in the meeting chat?
So I just
Yeah.
sent you
Please go ahead.
Okay.
Brahma, you copy from there, ba?
Yes. So you can just send to me privately, like a
Okay.
direct message.
Okay. Abdul Basit, this is a very good decision. It's amazing that you're choosing to start now. Okay. Welcome. Okay,
Yeah.
we'll take the last question from Samsung FM. Just go ahead and unmute yourself and ask your question.
Yeah, hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, good evening. My name is Monica. Please, it's more like an observation. The link that one could pay to, it's here in this it's already displayed in the chat section. So the thing is, if the Zoom meeting ends, how do one get the link after one have paid? So because I opened the link, I found out, I saw all the procedures and the part where they say after you finish payment, you should upload the receipt here or something. So the thing is, if we leave this Zoom meeting right now, how do one get the link again?
Okay, so we've been sending a registration form for people to fill. Have you filled the form?
Yes, I have.
Okay, so if you have, we'll send it to your email. The recordings, okay, the presentation slides, everything, we'll send it to your email so you have access to it from there.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, fantastic. So if you've not filled the form, please we'll give you about 5 minutes to fill the form. Brahma, if you want to paste the link to the form again. So just 5 minutes to quickly fill the form, and then we'll close the session and have a very fantastic night or day. Okay. Do we have any more questions? Yes, Maria, you're allowed to pay in Naira if you don't reside in Nigeria. That's no problem. Just access the account details from the form, or from the link that we sent, or you can take a screenshot from here. Okay, you can also reach out to any of the admins on the WhatsApp group, the WhatsApp community, to get the payment details. So if you open the WhatsApp community, you see admins, anybody that is tagged admin, just send them a message asking for the payment details, and it will be sent to you ASAP. All right. Do we have any other questions? The discount is ending on the 28th of September, September 28th, 2023. Okay. Yes, there is a WhatsApp group. There is a WhatsApp group. Brahma, if you want to paste the link to the WhatsApp group, that would be very much appreciated. Yes, classes are on Saturdays and Sundays. Absolutely. Account details for Canada. For Canada, you can use the Paystack or PayPal link. You can pay with Paystack or PayPal. All right, so just click on the link and it would. Dominic, which of the form is not opening? Which of them? Omatolani, the payments for each of the programs is displayed on the screen. So if you're paying for data analytics, business analysis.
I mean the link you say we should register. If I click, it doesn't open.
Okay, so Dominic, please message any of the admins on WhatsApp group. Okay, to attend to you. Please message any of the admins on WhatsApp to attend to you. All right. We do not have a discount deadline for November. We're not very sure if we're going to run discounts. So if you want a discount, but you want to start in December, you can pay now and then defer till December. Okay, so we have that option of deferring to start in November rather, but we can't say for sure if there's going to be a discount for November. Okay, almost only the so we have the prices for the programs there: data analytics, business analysis, full stack data science, financial analytics, HR analytics. You get to pay 270,000 and you get to pay in 2 installments. All right, if you're paying in Naira. All right, so this is where we'll be stopping for today. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming. It has been an amazing session with you all. If you have more questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to us on WhatsApp or our social media platforms. We have more practical sessions coming up, so please make sure you turn up. We are doing these things for you, just for you to learn and, of course, become the big person, the new money person. All right, so this is what we'll be ending for today. Thank you so much for coming, guys, and enjoy your night. Have an amazing night. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you for coming.
Bye.
Bye. Abdul Basit, I look forward to hearing from you.
Yeah.
Okay. Tochukwu, we have pasted the WhatsApp group link in the chat. You can click on it to join. Prema, if you want to repost it again for Tochukwu. Bye for now, Abiodun. I look forward to seeing you in class. Thank you for coming, everyone. It has been an amazing time with you all. Okay. Bye, everyone.